I am in full fall mode over here, you guys, with makeup, with home decor, with everything. I love fall. I was kind of unsure for a while what exactly my favorite season was, but this year has solidified that fall is indeed my favorite season for so many reasons. I love wearing sweaters. I love the weather outside. I love the fall makeup. I love caramel apples. I love pumpkins. All the things. I am thoroughly enjoying myself. So I wanted to sit down and do a video using the makeup that I'm loving for fall, and I really especially wanted to dip into this palette again. It's a dream for fall. So we're gonna be creating a really nice sultry look using this new Anastasia palette. And then I just have some new faves with some old favorites mixed in, and I'm so excited to create a look. So we're gonna start with the eyes. I'm gonna use my NARS eyeshadow primer. I feel like the best part about living in Utah is we get 4 seasons, and it is just so magical for fall. The leaves turn colors on the trees, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, the winters are a little bit longer and cold, but honestly, I don't even mind that because it's so worth it to get those fall leaves, and in the spring as well, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I just blended that out with a brush. We're gonna dip into the Rose Metals eyeshadow palette. Since last time I did a look that was more cool toned, I really want to dip into some of these bronze colors and do something a little different. This palette is truly incredible, you guys. I love it. I'm gonna start off with Ashes, which is a shade that I always start with when using this palette. It's just the best for a transition. So I'm gonna go in with this color and just kind of lightly sweep it through the crease and then a little bit above as my transition shade. I'm just curious. I want to know what your favorite season is, so let me know in the comments down below which season is your favorite, because I feel like it really tells a lot about a person when you know their favorite season and like the reasons why. So I'd love to get to know you guys. Let me know in the comments. Also, I'm losing my mind because I found blue and pink pumpkins. I didn't know that those were naturally occurring. I had seen them on Pinterest, I feel like. I'll pop a picture up right here of the pumpkins that I found because they are so beautiful. It literally made my life complete to find such aesthetically pleasing pumpkins in my favorite colors, you know? Okay, we are going to warm things up a little bit with Sunrose, which is like a nice orangey matte shade. And I'm just gonna start applying this to the outer edge of the eye. I am also blending it into the crease, but I'm focusing most of the color on that outer corner. I'm actually gonna take the same brush and I'm gonna dip into Noble, which was the deep brown in the palette. Also, side note, how fun is this nail color? I got it in PR from ILNP, which I learned from you guys, stands for I Love Nail Polish, and they just launched like their fall collection, and this is the coolest Halloween fall type of nail polish. So I'll have it linked down below. I always link my nail polishes, but I'm especially fond of this one right now. Okay, so I'm kind of going across the lash line, and then I am moving this into the crease a little bit as well with what's left on the brush, just to further create a little more dimension. Okay, I can't decide. Do we do like more of a grungy look with the shade Nova, or do we go more fiery with Rose Fire? I know. Oh, they're so pretty. You know, maybe we can do both. Let's do both. They might not mix super well, but I don't even care. I have to put them both on my eyes. So we're gonna start off with Nova. I'm gonna take that on a flat brush, and I'm gonna use this on the outer portion of the lid. So I'm gonna start like right here, right where the mattes kind of end, and I'm gonna just press this on in the center of the eyelid. I'm obsessed with this kind of rusty, almost greenish brown color. It is so stunning. We're gonna do the same thing to this eye. See, this color would look so cool all the way over, but I really wanna wear that Rose Fire color. But isn't this fun? Like this color as an all over eyelid color all the way around the eyes is just so perfect for fall. Okay, I'm gonna take the same brush, and I'm gonna dip into Rose Fire, which is that warm coppery color. It's stunning. The shimmers and metallics in this palette, I'm not even kidding you, you guys. They're absolutely insane. The amount of pigment, the butteriness, the dimension, like I drool over this palette. It's everything. So I'm applying it to the inner portion. Actually, that looks really cool. Okay, I thought it might look weird, but it actually doesn't. It looks cool to me. So I'm just applying it to this inner portion right here and then gently blending it into that center shade. I love how those two colors look together, how it kind of blends from a warm tone to that green. I'm excited. Okay, good choice. Just hyping myself up here. Obviously, shimmers and metallics usually apply at best with your fingertip. I honestly find that these blend beautifully with a brush, and I don't feel like I need to even wet the brush, although if you do, it's even more intense. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, I'm just so deeply in love with this palette, if you can't tell. I'm gonna kind of go back in with Noble, which was that deep brown. I don't want the dimension to be lost on this outer corner, and sometimes when I apply shimmers on top of mattes, it can kind of lose a little structure, so I'm just gonna add a bit more to that outer edge. I'm taking a clean brush and just brushing around the edges up toward the brow so that we have a really nice seamless blend into the skin around the eyes. Another one of my favorite shades in the palette is Heavenly, so I'm going to take this on a brush and I'm going to use this in the very, very inner corner of the eye just to brighten that up a little bit. And I'm letting it blend into that orange color and I'm kind of dragging it into that inner crease slightly. Not too much, but enough to where it brightens up that inner corner a bit more. I feel like I need a little bit of eyeliner. So I'm going to take the Hourglass Voyer waterproof eyeliner in the shade Cave, which is a really pretty bronze, I think, or is this a matte brown? Oh, it's a matte brown. That'll be perfect though. I'm just going to line this outer edge just to give the lashes a little bit of dimension up against more of a smoky eye look. And I'm just doing the outer half. I really like doing that. I find that it elongates the eyes and just makes the lashes look more full on the outer corners, which I like. I'm going to wipe away any fallout under the eyes with a makeup wipe. I would recommend doing your eyes first when using this palette, just because it is such a glamorous, smoky palette. You will get fallout, so just do your eyes first so you don't ruin the base. Let's apply some Top Lash Mascara. I've actually been really loving this mascara. It's from Omicole. I think I'm saying that right. I hope I am. It's the Lash Amplifying Mascara. I love how this looks. I've been wearing it for a long time and it flakes a little bit on me, so that's why I didn't put it in my favorites video because I just am still playing with it, but I also can't stop wearing it because I love how it looks on the lashes. Usually smudging or flaking is a total deal breaker for me. And obviously it's not ideal, but I still find myself using this because of the effect that it gives my lashes. The flaking isn't as bad as some other mascaras that I've tried, but it's still there. I just love how this builds up on the lashes though. It gives incredible volume, and so yeah, I keep using it. For me, it's like an 8 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10. Actually, it'd be like a 11 out of 10 if it didn't flake. But anyways, I just wanted to use it in this video because I love how it looks on my lashes. All right, we're gonna go in with primer. I chose this primer from Beekman 1802. It's the Milk Primer and it has sunscreen in it. It's a mineral sunscreen, which I really like. The reason why I chose this is because I got sunburnt. I told you guys this in my last video, but I don't know, I always wear sunscreen. I'm really good at wearing sunscreen, but I got sunburnt and I was like, okay, I need to still prioritize sunscreen in not just my skincare routine, but also in my makeup routine. Even though it's fall, it's still sunny outside. Even though the weather has cooled down, apparently I forgot you can still get sunburnt. So I'm gonna apply this all over. I really like this formula. It kind of smells weird, but I don't care because I like this formula and I like how it's a mineral sunscreen. Also, being pregnant, my skin is more sensitive. My esthetician warned me about this and I haven't had any issues yet because I am so diligent about applying sunscreen every day. But I guess, you know, when you're pregnant, you can tend to get sunburnt a little easier and you can get more dark spots on the face. Some people get melasma. So I've been trying to be cautious, but you know, it still got me the other day. For foundation and concealer, I'm just gonna use what I love. There have been a lot of fun new complexion products that I've been trying, but when it comes to just, you know, a look that's gonna make me feel good and look good, in my opinion, it's the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation that I'm always reaching for. So this is in the shade Mont Blanc. My pump is horrendous. I wish they would fix this. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just my bottle. I don't know. I think I've asked you guys before if you've experienced this with this NARS foundation. I think a couple of you guys did have issues with the pump. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna apply this all over the face with a brush. Then of course I'm gonna blend that in with my sponge. For concealer, I'm going in with my NYX Bear With Me concealer, my favorite. And I'm just gonna take this and apply it underneath the eyes. And then I'll take what's left and apply it over blemishes. I have been thoroughly enjoying this cream contour from Westman Atelier. It's the Face Trace Contour Stick in the shade Biscuit. I just like the tone and undertone, and I feel like most of the time it is just dangerous for me to apply a contour stick directly to the skin, but not with this one. I truly find that it blends out like a dream. So I just applied it all over the face, and then I just take a brush and blend it in. You can see like how fast it blends itself in. It just makes it nice. I've been using it like every day. Just pressing over the contour with my sponge. I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. This is like my favorite setting powder still. I've tried some really good ones recently, but you know when you just sometimes need to go back to your favorites, the ones that never fail you? That's what I'm feeling like today. So this is in the shade Cupcake, so it's the pink one. So it has a little bit of like a brightening effect. So I'm just gonna apply this underneath the eyes. Oh, I forgot to blend out the contour under my lip. There we go. I'm just pressing it into the T-zone with a small brush as well. This is like my favorite powder brush. This is from the Morphe and Makeup by Ariel collection. I'll have this link down below. I would buy this over and over and over again. They sent me the collection in PR, but if I lost my entire beauty room, including my brushes, this is like the first brush set that I would go and pick up because I use every single brush in it. It's so good. I'm gonna use another brush from that collection to just take some powder and set the outsides of the face. I'm gonna take another brush from the collection and we're gonna go into my handy dandy, iconic, foolproof Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in the shade Sunlight. And I'm just gonna add a little more warmth over top of that Westman Atelier contour using this bronzer. I'm going back over that with the brush we used for powder on the outside of the face and just kind of buffing around the edges of that bronzer so that it's extra seamless. I'm just gonna brush up the brows. I like to do this halfway through my makeup routine sometimes if I feel like my brows have kind of lost their shape. Okay, we're gonna go in with the palette again, the eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna go into the lower lash line now. I'm gonna start off with Sunrose on a flat brush. I'm gonna tap off the excess and just start applying this across that lower lash line to start to define things. Now I'm gonna dip into Noble, which is the deepest matte brown shade, tap off the excess, and go right up against the lash line on the outer third of that lower lash line to add even more depth. Next, I'm gonna dip into Nova, and this is where I am gonna spray the brush. Even though you technically don't need this, I just like to make sure it is a little bit damp. That way it doesn't have nearly as much fallout underneath the eyes. I also like to press the brush into the back of my hand to avoid that after spraying it. And I'm just gonna start blending this right here on the lower lash line. I'm gonna do the same exact thing now using the shade Rose Fire. Spraying the brush and then tapping it into the back of my hand and then applying this shade on the inner portion, blending it into that Nova color. How pretty is that? Oh my gosh. Now I'm gonna dip into Ashes. I'm gonna tap off the excess on the brush and then go right underneath the shimmer shades just to blend those out to create a little bit of a transition underneath the lower lash line as well. Okay, I'm just gonna take my powder brush and kind of blend things out a little bit, sweep away any fallout. And then we're going to apply lower lash mascara using that same Omicol mascara. I love how this mascara looks on the lower lashes as well. It's just so voluminous. I'm just touching up the brows a little bit more. Things are coming together though. This is the fun part, doing the lips and cheeks to complete the look. So I'm gonna start off by applying highlighter. I don't know, I'm kind of into highlighter these days, you guys. Between this and the Natasha Denona cheek palette that I just tried, I'm like, is highlighter coming back, you know, like the beaming powder highlight? I don't know. I wasn't wearing highlight for a hot minute, and now with fall, I'm all about it. So this is the Anastasia Iced Out highlighter. It is such a beautiful golden, just glamorous highlight. So I'm gonna apply this to the high points of the face. A little goes a long way. I'm just going around the brow a little bit. We'll do a tiny bit on the center of the nose. And I'm actually gonna take a little bit of this and pop it into the inner corner, just to brighten that up even more. And I always like to take what's left and apply it right underneath the brow bone. Okay, we're gonna go into Rosy Rendezvous from Revlon. This is such a good mauve blush and just, you know, works with fall makeup looks all around, I feel. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this on an angled brush and just apply this over top of the highlighter, but focusing the color on the apples of the cheeks. I like to add a little bit of blush to the forehead sometimes and across the nose just to add like a little more of a healthy pink glow to the look. All right, I'm wiping off any foundation that got on the lips. And I actually haven't tried this exact lip combo that I have planned out, but I'm excited because it's products that I'm like really loving on their own and I haven't tried it together. I am obsessed with the Anastasia lip liner in Deep Taupe. I've been talking about it for weeks now on my channel. It's just perfect for fall. It gives such a good amount of definition without looking too over the top. I like to blend it out with my finger. And then I always like to fill in the edges just to kind of create a little more dimension before actually going in with lipstick. We are going to apply the Natasha Denona lipstick in the shade Natasha. This is from her My Dream collection that I just barely tried out. If you haven't seen that video, I'll have it linked down below. I'm going to apply this to the center of the lips. Ooh, that's pretty. And then just blend it into the lip liner with my finger. I mean, it's a little more mauve. I feel like I could have gone with something a little more warm with the eye look, but I still like it, so I'm gonna leave it. I think it's really pretty. I'm gonna top that off with the Natasha Denona My Dream lip gloss, which is the same color as a lipstick. And I'm just gonna focus that on the center of the lips and then press it in with my finger. Alrighty, we are going to assess the situation, which means we're gonna add more bronzer to the forehead, just with what's left on the brush. Blush, we'll add a little more with what's left on the brush, but I really like where things are at, so we're just gonna keep it there. Other than that, I think we're ready to set the face. I've been really enjoying the MAC Fix Plus Stay Over Setting Spray. So I'm gonna give that a shake and then just spray the entire face. And then I always take my sponge and press the setting spray down into the skin. It just creates the most beautiful natural finish and then also helps your makeup last even longer since the setting spray is really getting pushed into the skin. I've also been enjoying the Anastasia Brow Freeze. I finally picked this up after hearing so many people enjoy it, and I have been really liking it. So I just dip my little spoolie into the product, and I'm gonna use that to set the brows in place. All right, you guys, so that completes this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I honestly am so inspired by these products for fall. I would love to hear in the comments what you guys are loving right now for fall, because I just feel like fall makeup is so fun. It's just my favorite, and this palette especially, I'm absolutely obsessed with it. By the way, you guys, I posted a video with this palette and I was actually working with Anastasia on that video. I'm not in this video. I genuinely am obsessed with this eyeshadow palette, you guys. Oh, it's so good. And like I said in that video, I actually had a chance to try it out before it launched, and oh, it's so dreamy. It's like my dream fall eyeshadow palette, honestly. And I love this more warm tone look. I actually love the more rusty color going into the orange. I think that's something really fun and special. So I hope you guys enjoyed the makeup look as much as I'm enjoying it right now. I would love it if you would recreate this look. If you guys picked up this palette, tag me if you recreate anything from my tutorials. I always love seeing you guys recreate my looks. So tag me over on Instagram if you end up trying this look out. Also, if you haven't yet joined the family, be sure to do so by hitting the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when I upload, click on the notification bell and you'll get notified every time I post a video. That's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had so much fun sitting down and filming another fall look. This is not the last one, don't you worry. I am telling you guys, I am in a full fall mode, so you just hang tight. I'll bring you guys more and more fall looks. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.